Good morning, children. How are you? First, tell me, how are you? How are you? Good morning, children. First, tell me, how do you spend your time in your home? After very long time, we are meeting here, student. And all of you know why after long time, all of you know because of the severe disease of coronavirus. Okay. So all of you first safe stay safe and safe safe home, safe stay. So first of all, I'm telling you, all of you got your study materials and everything, question answer exercise question you got, and I think all of you go through the gone through the question answer and chapter also, because after before you got your book and also study materials. Today I am discussing or taking your social study class, and your first chapter, what is history. So I am discussing what is history first of all, your first chapter of social study. So students, all of you, when we will see my teaching, you just open your or take out your book first and open your book and the first chapter of your study. Okay, students, now listen to me. The first chapter, what is history. So first of all, we have to understand what is history and the definition of history. History is the, students, history is the study of the past. History is the study of the past. Everything, everything has a history. Your city, your country, your festival, your people, family, things like clock, phone, buildings, and anything around as a history. So everything, students, everything has a history or past evidence. Okay. So first of all, we study. Do you understand? I think all of you understood the what is history? The study of the past. Okay. And the main task of the historian what? To study the past and tell us what is history and what is the importance of history. Okay, so first of all, students, what is history? What is history? Okay, history, the main thing or the meaning of history is study of the past. Okay. Now the importance of history. Students, now come to the next point, importance of history. Why it is important to study the history. So many historians say many things about about these things. These are division of let understand what is. These are division of time made up by humans for easy understanding. Okay, a moment of our present becomes past in the next moment. In reality, time never stops. It is continuous. Some things continue over a certain period of time, while some things change either slowly or suddenly. So always study the moment, the division of time made up by human for easy understanding. A moment of our present becomes the past. Actually the present affect the past, affect the present, and present affect the future. Okay, past affect the present and present will affect the future. Understood, all of you? And now second one, it is continuous. Sometimes some things continue over a certain period of time, while some things change either slowly or suddenly. things that happened in the past affect the, just I told you to children, things that happened in the past affect the present, and what happens in the present will affect the future. For example, today many Indians can speak English. Why many Indians speak in English? All of you know that nearly 200 years the British government or the English government ruled over our country. So they spread out the English education. So that is why we can speak in English. If the French government administered our country either 100 years or 200 years, then easily we can speak in French language. Okay, understood students? Now, the history attempts to understand the past. It helps us to know why an event occurred in the past and why something changed while something else did not. So, history, what is the what type of things that history attempts? The history attempts to understand the past, the many different events that occurred in the past who make us understand history. History make us understand why the different event occurred in the past and took place, and what is the importance of these events. History, you know, students, before the division, first of all, the period that before the invention of writing, in the early stage, you know, no, there is no sense of the early man to write or to write anything. And this time before the invention of writing, this is called prehistory. And after, naturally, after the invention of the writing, this is called history. So, two types, there is a two periods. Number one, prehistory, that is before the invention of writing. Okay, students. So, what is prehistory? Before the invention of writing. Okay. And number two, history after the invention of writing. After the invention of writing. So, first of all, prehistory before the invention of writing, and second, history after the invention of writing. Okay, students. Now, family history. What is family history? We are all live in family, and what is every family has some history. And from what we know the family history, you know, students, we know our family history from our parents, grandparents, and other elders of our family. So there is so many, for example, there is so many events happen in the family. That means birth, marriage, adoption, death, everything. And these are all from where we know. We know from our parents and from our grandparents. With time, certain things change, while some things do not change and continue as it is. For example, the way we dress up now is different from the way our grandparents used to dress. Students understood this line? This is the changing thing. That means we nowadays what we dressed up, this is change in our grandparents way. Our grandparents used to dress. The way we have, our family history, our country and the world, and also has a long history. To learn about in a detail, we divide history into two certain parts, that is called period. So when we divide the history in a certain parts. This part is called periods. Okay, students, periods. Now, periods in history. Time is divided into past, present, and future. Just before I told you past, present, and future. Present, the happening happened that or the events that took place in the past affect the present, and the present, the happen that event that is happening in the present will affect the future. Similarly, history is divided by the historians into periods of time for easy understanding. Historians are people who study history. I told you as one historical period. A period may consist of many hundreds of years. So one periods or a particular period, just it consists of or hundred of years. Our history is broadly divided into three periods. They are ancient period. History. Ancient period. First of all, history divided into three periods. Number one, ancient period. Number two, medieval period, and number three, modern period. Okay, so history divided into three periods. Students, history divided into three periods. First, ancient period, second, medieval period, and third, modern period. So first of all, ancient period. It consists of the history of the oldest time. That means the early times. Okay, early people. The time of the living of early people is called the ancient time, since the beginning of human species to early empires. Okay, so early people, the time of the living of early people is ancient period. Medieval period, it consists of the history of the times in between ancient period and modern periods. So between ancient period and modern period, what period? Medieval period. The medieval period consists in between ancient period and modern period. And number three, modern period, it consists of the history of the recent times. Recent times in modern times is called a modern period. While this broad division is commonly accepted, sometimes history is also divided into other periods. For better understanding, even the ancient, medieval, and modern periods are sometimes further divided into smaller period. Moreover, the time period for these three divisions may not be the same for every region. For example, the modern period of India history starts later than the time when modern period starts in Europe. So these periods not in similar in every country. Okay, when the modern period starts in the Indian time, so Europe starts later. Okay, so the modern in three types of periods you understood: ancient period, medieval period, and modern period. Ancient period in the old times, that means the living time of early people. Medieval period between the ancient period and modern period, and modern period in consists in the modern times. Okay, students. Now, period of Indian history. In general, the period, history divides into 3 periods. So, in the Indian perspective, also the periods divided into 3. Okay, what are these? Look at your book, all of you. The ancient period in Indian history begins with the Indus Valley civilization and lasts till around 18th century. So, students, first in Indian perspective, in Indian perspective, the ancient period starts from the Indus Valley civilization. Indus Valley civilization starts and lasts from Indus Valley civilization and lasts around the 8th century. Okay, and the medieval period in Indian history begins around the 8th century. So, in ancient period lasts around the 8th century and medieval period starts around the 8th century and lasts till the 18th century. So, medieval period, this is ancient period and medieval period starts from around the 8th century and lasts around 18th century. Okay, students, last around 18th century. This is in medieval periods of Indian history. And modern periods in Indian perspective, the modern period in Indian history starts in the latter half of the 18th century, and from the time the British began to gain control over the parts of our country, this period is considered to last till the 1990s. So, the modern period consists the half parts of the 18th century and it lasts around the 1990s. That means the British government, when the British government control over our country, when the British government begins the control over our country until 1980s. So, your first chapter, students, children, first of all, what is history? What is the importance of history? Because why we read history and who give us the different evidence about the history and about the happening or events that took place in the past. Okay, after that the prehistory and history. What is prehistory and what is history? And after that the periods, the parts what is called periods, and there is a 3 periods in history: ancient period, medieval period and modern period. And in the Indian perspective and their time span, the ancient, what is the time span of ancient period, what is the time span of the medieval period, and what is the time span of modern period. And after that you have to read the Indian history. That means the periods of Indian history. Just like the general division of the history, we have to read or we have to understand the different periods of Indian history. Ancient period, modern period, medieval period and modern period. So students, I think all of you understood. So now your task to go through the chapter properly without reading. It will be impossible to understand everything, either question answer, exercise question, everything. So my dear students, all of you go through the chapter first chapter of your social study very properly go through, and also after that, after understanding everything, you have to memorize the question answer, because you have already got question answer, exercise question, everything. So after that, after reading the whole chapter, you have to memorize the question answer, exercise question, everything. So that's all your first chapter. The student now come to the second chapter of your syllabus. Second chapter of your syllabus. What is your second chapter of your syllabus? Understanding civics. Okay? Understanding civics. The second chapter. So come to the second chapter, students. Your first, you open your second chapter, chapter number 4, Understanding Civics. So first of all, civics. What is civics? You have to first understand the civics. Students, all of you know there is some rules and regulations. Okay, in everywhere, in your home, in your school, in marketplace, in hospital, in bank, everywhere, every organization, in every institution, there is must some rules and regulation. And these rules and regulation, actually your country, what is your country? What is the name of your country? India. How India administer and how India ruled by the government. Okay, so when the rulers rule over the country, then the rulers have to follow some rules and regulations. Okay, so these rules and regulation is called civics. Am I clear, students? Understood, all of you? So the rules and regulation in our country, when the rulers of our country ruled over the country, they follow some rules and regulation. And every country, not only our country, every country, the rulers follow some rules and regulation for what? To administer or rule over the country. So this is called civics. Okay, students. Now you look at your book. Civics, the subject that teaches about the rules that a country follows. Just I told you, students, the rules and regulations that the rulers of our country ruled over is called civics. And not only that, you know, we are the citizen, or we are the people of our country. And what type of privileges we are, what type of rights we enjoy, and what type of duty we have to do. So these rights and duty also include in the civics chapter. Okay, students, up to this, next day again I will discuss the civics. Okay, so all of you go through the chapter and memorize the question answer. Okay, thank you.